mermaid's tears heads across the lake of mists and veils. West they travel towards the city of Agata. Our investigators have been traveling for 2 days now across the lake. Most have rested. Some have worked. Some have just tried to stay warm across these frozen waters as you continue your travel. You've interacted with the ghostly pirate crew and Captain Adney Tinhill. It's at this point, while you are going about your business aboard the ship, when you hear someone calling down from the crow's nest, and you would know that this is the crew member, the lookout, Caspian Ravenwing, yelling down from the crow's nest. Captain! Squall ahead! Squall ahead!
What does that mean? What is it? What is that? What does it mean?
But I'm not familiar with the open ocean. Is that the sound a bird makes?
No.
So it might be a storm coming?
Do we go below deck for this?
Caspiar, can you hear me?
You kind of yell up towards the crow's nest. You can see that the Caspian sort of looks down towards you. Looks like they hear you.
What did you say?
It's at this point that Captain Tinhill is nearby, moves over towards your area.
We're in for a bumpy ride. Squall ahead. Storm's coming. Do we get below deck?
Don't have to tell me twice, I'm already halfway down.
Aye. Get below decks. Some of you may be needed to help aboard the upper decks.
I can help.
I will help. And hold down whatever sails that need to be held down.
Oh, question, Captain.
Make it fast.
Do you have anyone on repairs?
I guess we do now.
Who?
You.
Oh. Alright. I guess.
I'll be below decks. If there is an issue and you need someone to dive in to retrieve a person, I can help. I guess you don't need that for ghosts, though.
Do you need that for ghosts? That's an excellent question.
Nay.
Oh, good. So it's just us who are in danger then. Got it.
Aye. And the ship itself.
Of course. How exactly do you want me to repair the ship? With ghost parts, or?
There's salvaged driftwood and nails below.
Very well, I will take inventory. I go downstairs to take inventory.
Okay, please make a perception check.
Well, I never.
16.
I will roll that one again.
Okay.
There.
Sometimes I like to screw with them too, chat. Like I like to give them rolls that they don't really need to do, or I try to indicate, oh, you should probably re-roll that with just my voice, just to make them waste some hero points here and there. It's fun.
And sometimes he does this thing, trying to make a second guess. The first second guess.
Yes. And in this case, you're able to easily find the supplies and whatnot. You think, depending on the damage to the ship, you would be able to maybe get like 3 or 4 repairs out of this amount of supplies, depending on what happens, of course. If something big were to break, that's not so great. But patchwork, easy.
You are saying 3 to 4 repairs? How many did you say?
3 to 4.
Got it.
Who's still on the upper deck?
I am.
Aye.
Below decks.
Okay. So Arcelia and Malavik, please make a perception check for me.
27.
Okay.
16.
Arcelia, you can make out the sounds while this stuff is going on. You can make out something that Caspian also says. He says, "Something strange on the horizon, Captain. Some sort of it looks like a giant, I don't know, a bubble.
A giant bubble,
you say?
What's this bubble? Have you come across something like this before, Captain?
Hey. We must be prepared, though. Braid lines! Secure the lines and belay them tight. All hands on deck. Coil those lines and make them fast, or we'll be adrift in the abyss. Come on, lads! Hey.
I will look to Yara. Yara, would you like to stay above deck and help us navigate, or go down below with Arashtak and Karun?
I mean, whatever you believe is best, I'm happy to do either one.
I say this with a wry smile. You haven't exactly had great luck with water lately, perhaps below.
Correct. And I gather my skirts and I rush below.
What do you need us to do, Captain?
The captain is in the midst of sort of giving orders to the crews. He says, man the sheets and hold them tight. Let the wind fill our sails, or we'll be at the mercy of Davy Jones. All of you know the history of Davy Jones, the fabled and most fearsome pirate for some reason that exists in this world.
Some human, probably.
Yeah, you can all start to hear some of the wind like begin to pick up. It drops like a few degrees, even more so, into that really cold rain, and the rain starts to slowly start falling and then quickly increase in speed as this squall begins to take shape around you. The boat begins to be difficult for those with weak stomachs. And I think everyone over the course of the last 2 days has learned that this lake is pretty calm. And you haven't really experienced too much of like that seasickness, really. It's a lake. It doesn't have huge waves and things usually. Except now that the squall is kicking up, everything is starting to get a little choppy. So I'd like everybody to start things off with a fortitude saving throw.
27.
26.
26.
Okay. Okay. Karun.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Your stomach is not doing so well. It's getting a little crazy.
I missed the four. I missed the. Mr.
Are you you're staying on the upper deck as well?
I'm staying below deck.
You're staying below
with the
deck.
supplies.
Okay, gotcha. So Arashtak, Karun, and Yara staying below decks. Got it. Okay. As this squall begins to take hold, you start to hear the sounds of like the creaking wood aboard the ship, hard dips and raises as waves begin to jostle the ship up and down, and crashing against the edge of the ship here. The squall increases in intensity as you continue along with this ship, the Mermaid's Tears. The captain is yelling out more orders here and there. Let's see. The captain will order Arcelia to assist the lookout, Caspian, and Malavik. You will be sort of relegated towards helping any sort of like really physical labor. If you need to bring any heavy supplies, or if you need to secure ropes, maybe stuff like that, pulling ropes and whatnot. Okay, so here we go. As the squall begins to fully engulf the ship, everybody is really feeling the effects of this now at this point. The ship is getting absolutely pelted with rain and wind, and you can all sort of feel your stomachs trying to cope with the motion of this ship. Haven't really had to deal with the motion sickness or seasickness. And as this squall is happening, you can hear Caspian. I assume you will have crawled up with Caspian to help in the crow's nest, Arcelia.
Yes.
Caspian says,
Keep an eye out that way. Look that direction. I'll keep an eye out this way. Mainly ahead and starboard. You look port and aft.
All right. What exactly should I be looking out for?
Anything strange and anything dangerous.
Very
Tell
well.
it down to the captain.
Arcelia, please make a perception check.
Excellent. I have plus 13. 19.
Okay. Very well. Arcelia, you see towards the aft of the ship what you think to be another ship. You can see sails. They're indistinguishable at this range. You can see another ship.
Would you consider another ship something unusual? Look there. And I point aft. Is that another ship?
Caspian swings around with the spyglass, looks in the distance.
Keen eyes you have. Aye, that's another ship. Can't make out the sails, but they're moving towards the squall. They must have seen us. The fact that they're headed our way can mean only one thing.
Captain! We're being followed! Can't tell what kind of ship yet! Must be a day out!
Followed?
Hi-ho. And why into a squall? Makes no sense. Malavik, you can hear Captain Tinhill sort of talking about this as Arcelia and Caspian yell down from the crow's nest. As the squall begins to pick up even more, you all find it difficult to even sort of communicate with each other. And the wind and thunder and rain just begins to overtake your senses. Arcelia, it begins to be difficult to even see through some of this. You hear Captain Tinhill yell,
Can't see a hand in front of me face. Light the lanterns and trim the ghostly glow. Lanterns aloft. We sail in the shadows, but we need our spectral lights to guide us through the tempest. Malavik, light the torches.
Aye. And I'll go around and
need athletics checks from you, Malavik, please.
Where are the torches located?
So there are several like lanterns that are positioned around the ship. They hang from various locations on the ship, and you can easily see them. They're sort of like bobbing and swaying in this wind, and it's very like it's difficult to even like bring a light to them in this tempest. So it's very difficult to even sort of make your way across. There's I imagine there's probably like the equivalent of like a pole with like a something dipped in oil to light the lanterns that are hanging. But there's probably something like 5 or 6 lanterns that are hanging on the ship in various spots.
And I will make sure to produce flame on the oiled wicks to make it easier than trying to light something.
Okay. With a 23, you are able to get 4 out of the 6 lit. And Arcelia, as it gets super difficult to see, and Caspian is sort of grumbling about it as well.
I can't make head or tail in this squall. It's hard to see.
You feel yourself like getting tossed around up there in the crow's nest. There's a railing there for you to kind of like grab onto with netting and stuff, and you find yourself having to hold on for dear life as you're getting tossed around in this bowl on the top of the crow's nest. I need a reflex save from you, please.
Very good. 30.
Okay, excellent. You hang on tight. You can tell like this is strong enough where if you're not careful, you could get like tossed out of the crow's nest.
I essentially will lower my center of gravity, widen my stance, try to take up as much space as possible, so it's a bit difficult for me to get thrown around.
Excellent. I need another perception check from you, please, Arcelia.
Okay.
And you have a circumstance. Wow, that's a crit of 33. I was going to say you have a circumstance penalty because of the poor visibility here. But Arcelia, in this wind and precipitation, you didn't notice until now, and it seems like Caspian hasn't noticed either. There is a massive, oily covered bubble that is headed directly for the ship.
As we are approaching it, I will telepathically flash this image that I'm able to see peering through the storm and the rain. I'll send it to Malavik, and I will say, "It seems we're on the bubble now. Look there, the barrier. We are upon it."
This
I'll just
is
scream
what
out,
you see.
prepare yourselves to everyone around me. Ooh,
Ooh.
it's nasty.
Okay. The captain begins to try to yell more orders and he says,
All hands to the leeward side! Balance the ship, or we'll be capsizing into the depths!
the crew begins to head towards the leeward side. Malavik, are you moving with the crew, or are you still trying to light the lanterns?
You said, but to balance the ship. So if everyone moves one way and if I'm on the other side, then, I mean, wouldn't it all tip if we all run to the opposite way? I think with my athletics and speed, I may be able to light the other two torches, or excuse me, lanterns, and try to make my way over.
This crew is ghostly. However, there's all of you, plus Sakawachi, Denigi, Inuma, and Ulakuk. So you have 9 people aboard this
Where are
ship. You have Ulakuk would probably be on the wheel. He'd actually be steering the ship. Sakawachi and Denigi are definitely down below. Yara, Orastak, and Karun are all down below. The 3 of you, please make a perception check.
19.
No, not you, Malavik. Sorry, I meant Orastak, Karun, and Yara.
Gotcha.
A critical with a 33.
25.
Very nice.
Where are we? What's happening?
Okay. Karun, you don't hear this, but you see Orashtak and Yara sort of reacting and grabbing their things and trying to move to the side of the ship.
I will also do this. I don't want to be the only one over here. Awkward.
Okay. Time to make a very important roll.
What are you guys doing? What is
Captain
happening?
said go to the leeward side. That's the side.
Go to the side?
Come to us.
As Karun, you begin to rush towards the other side, you hear this horrible creaking of the ship as boards and things strain. Now, Arcelia, Malavik, you can see how large this massive bubble is. It must be hundreds of feet in diameter. It is approaching. There is no way to avoid this thing. And suddenly, this large bubble moves across the ship. And a sweet-smelling breeze sends your minds reeling. As it provokes a vision so vivid it seems real. This hallucination is no random, meaningless delusion, though. It's a memory. And not just any memory, either. But one which you recalled only hazily until now. Rendered in vivid detail before your very eyes. The sun low in the sky. The chill of the fall air. The glowing gateway before you. It's the evening of the missing moment. The night everything changed. The only thing out of place is that in this memory, you're not alone. Several other figures, your fellow party members, stand beside you as you all gaze at the gate. Standing at a distance is the seer Sakawachi, who silently watches your group. in unspoken agreement. Your party strides forward and walks through the gate together.
Tell me something only the real lizard would know.
As this happens, the vision begins to dissipate as quickly as it is formed. The squall around you has died down. You feel strange. You feel tired. You feel a bit lightheaded. You feel odd. Each of you, please roll me a D3.
3.
3.
2.
1.
Interesting. Wow, okay.
3.
Very well. Let me set things up then. Very well. Let's see. Rashtak, Marcelia, and Karun got 3s. Interesting. Yara with a 2 and Malavik with a 1. Okay. As you feel this vision begin to fade, the scene around you has sort of changed. The squall has died down. It's a different time of day. And there's yelling all about you.
Raise your swords! Lads! Get those moorings untied! Get those ropes chopped down! We're being boarded!
Suddenly, all around you, you see this different situation. You are all above deck, and you are sort of a bit wobbly. You've spread out. Let's move you over here. The ship that seemed so far away is now currently moored to yours. There are several people boarding the ship, and I've all positioned you based on where you are, based on your roles. As you can see boarders aboard this ship, and you hear the captain yell, "Pirates! Give them a greeting!" As suddenly the ship is under attack. I need you all to please select your tokens and roll initiative for me.
$32.
26.
17.
24.
And we'll put that up on the screen here in a second. Let me just adjust a few things. There are 3 ropes tied, mooring the ships together. As you can see these figures rushing on over to the ship with swords in hand. They look a little mad. Okay. We need a roll for these folks. You can see the ghostly crew of the Mermaid's Tears are frantically trying to rush towards the ropes to try and destroy the moorings. And Capstan Swabby. I need to add Capstan Swabby. Sorry.
I was gonna ask if he was going to help us.
Oh yeah, he's right next to his best friend. Right over there.
Are the moorings more like ropes?
They're ropes, yeah.
Okay.
That like thick hemp
Braided.
rope. Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
It is made
Capstan's
of
so
hemp,
funny.
you say?
I'm sorry, what was that?
It is made of hemp, you say?
Yes. I don't think smoking it's gonna really do very much for
I
you.
won't be smoking it.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. Arcelia, you are the first to realize what's going on. What do you do?
All right. I will use my first action to move here. I have a question. How are the pirates here dressed?
I mean, they're wearing sort of, pretty rough-looking clothing and leathers. They have, I think, your typical sort of pirate appearance. That very weather-worn sets of clothing look about them.
Very good. Looking around, is there any immediate heraldry or signage or any kind of crest that they bear?
There is a skull and crossbones sail on this ship.
Okay, very good. With that information, I will move here. Just to make sure I understand correctly, with the way that the moorings are set up, there are multiple points of contact for each one?
Yeah. So they're basically like they're thick, heavy ropes that have been thrown. There's like grappling hooks attached as well that were part of the initial hauling to get the ships to meet. You're not exactly sure how this happened. You kind of have missed all that. You've found yourself kind of woken up, and the situation has changed. You were up in the crow's nest. Now you're down on the deck.
Very good. All right. Well, if I'm understanding correctly, then this is probably the best direction to do this. For my second action, I would like to shove this pirate into the water.
Okay. Give it a shot. Athletics check.
That is a natural 20 for 30.
The rolls today. Amazing. Yeah. You shove them into the railing. Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
I grab a fistful of their shirt, I pick them up off the ground, and I toss them into the water.
Excellent. Pushing them hard into the railing and throwing them overboard into the water. Sploosh. Into the icy waters they go.
And then for my last action, I would like to use my hatchet onto the rope.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
29.
Okay, yeah. You chop into the rope, and you see several bits of the hemp fibers separate. Still there.
Very good. That will be my turn. Thank you.
Haroon, it's your turn.
I'm below deck at the moment.
You are not. You are above.
Oh, I am
deck.
above deck.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And
Noticing that this rope. Oh,
the scene around you has changed dramatically. It's completely different than before. Whatever they were yelling moved to the side of the ship. That was the last thing you remembered.
very good. I see that the rope is not metal. It's not a chain. It is only a rope. I will be taking one of the alchemist's fire, and I will be launching it.
Absolutely.
Here near the rope.
Absolutely. You throw it, and it sort of splashes against the rope and you can see the rope has caught fire and more is frayed yet again. There's only like a few bits of fiber that are left.
I will take another alchemist's fire and toss it onto their ship, right by, I don't know how to point at things.
So you just use the regular select token, and you left click and hold it to ping.
Ah, there we go.
This guy.
I'll throw it at this guy by the rope,
Sure.
hoping to catch this side of the rope on fire.
Okay. Go ahead. Wow. Amazing. Karun is doing work. You throw another explosive alchemist fire, explodes like napalm, spreading out across the rope. You can see the fire like do that thing like when it follows like gasoline. It just kind of like spreads out like with the napalm. Catches the rope on fire. Bing, 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 bing. And it sets the rope aflame and sends it tumbling into the waters below.
Cleanse yourself in holy fire, Joanna! I will also take cover, and that is my turn.
Karun has completely lost her mind because Joanna had nothing to do with that. It's literally just throwing flasks.
No, Joanna had everything to do with it.
Sure. Okay. Malavik.
These ballistas, right? Are they operational or no?
Yes, they are.
Great. I will be getting on one of these things.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
All right. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. 13 getting re-rolled.
Okay. 25.
25. You see some of the large bolts nearby to load the crossbow with. This will essentially take an action to grab a bolt, an action to load it, and an action to fire it, if you would like to do that.
I will somehow look at that capstan thing again and be like, you do know who the enemy is this time, don't you? As I'm picking up stuff, and then I just realize I talked to something that's got a face drawn on it.
We get those shots, Malavik talking, and then the close-up of the smiley face, there's zero response.
I'll trust you to... I'll gather up ballista bolts and start loading them in the ballista. Well, I don't know. I can walk around Capstan, obviously. It's a...
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I would do. I'll load it up in there.
So yeah, you can load up one bolt at a time in this thing. It's essentially like a very large crossbow, with a big bolt. Mm-hmm. So you have to load it in, pull the. There's probably a winch, I would imagine. Like you have to turn the winch. But you are able to load it up. You grabbed one, loaded it up, and you've moved. So I think that's all three of your actions.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just sitting on the ballista, I guess.
Okay. Sorry, I have to add capstan. I forgot. I didn't switch that to perception, but oh well. We're going to just keep the 13.
Stealth makes sense. Who the hell would think that thing is,
Okay, you can hear this. You can hear one of the pirates on aboard this other ship, which you can see has mostly like red colors, along with this the black sails of a pirate ship, and you can see that there are several of these pirates moving about, but this one seems to be guiding the rest. The bosun sort of yells to the rest of the crew.
Get those ropes secured! Don't let them escape!
And will then... use their special ability. Bosun's Command. Towards... I think... we'll say... this pirate. The one that's sort of adding out fire around them. Okay. Oops. We've done that. That's correct. Okay. And, let's see. That is one action. And then we're going to have them do a sort of running jump. Oh, and I forgot. I got Sakawachi and Danigi here as well. My god. Fucking up all over the place. We're going to make them go on 0. Because I goofed. Okay. The bosun is going to rush across. To there. I don't know why this is in meters.
I was just panicking over the same exact thing.
There you go.
I was like, oh no.
It was because I copied this map from one of the other larger ones. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna rush, basically jumping across to get to this other, to get to your ship, and let's see. We're gonna say they rush towards Sakawachi and Danigi, and I think we'll say they've got one last action, and they will attack Danigi. Or Sakawachi, maybe. Let's see. That is Danigi. Okay. And this is with a naval pike. So it's one of those long hafted weapons. That's a natural 1 on that attack, so that misses Danigi as this person rushes forward. Okay. Yara, it's your turn.
All right. So this person just attempted to attack one of the people in our crew, so to speak. So I will not be having it. I will go ahead and I will place a hand on my chest, casting guidance upon myself in order to grant myself a boon with this next attack, as I cast needle darts directly at the person who just attempted to hurt Danigi. For a 15, which I believe fails.
Yes, that is a fail. Okay.
That's my 10.
Okay. Arash talk.
That numbing lizard tea. Kurudi asked me something that only I would know.
Oh! Alright, that's pretty good. I trust you for now, as long as Joanna trusts you.
Yes, I do hope for this.
You make one wrong move, though, lizard. I'll put you down.
I'd rather you don't.
Me too.
Ray of Frost on this bosun.
Okay.
Yeah! 19.
Alrighty. 19 is a hit. Hold on. Sorry. Bosun is different. Sorry. 19 is just barely a hit. That is for 10 cold damage. Ah! Hear them yell in pain. And they sort of like look around a bit wildly and see you. Where that came from.
And then I duck. I duck down. I take cover. There's some barrels here, I see. It's kind of,
Okay.
That's my turn.
Capstan Suave shares a very long conversation with Malvik.
Enemies over there. Don't look like me. It'll. It's like talking to a brick wall.
As one of the ropes goes flying out towards the nearest pirate, it will try and hit from where it is. Reach 10 feet. 25 to hit is a hit. For 17 slashing damage. Like a whip, the rope cracks out and will disarm the pirate, who was brandishing a cutlass.
It does understand. Guard!
It spins a bit wildly and will then... Hold on, Malvik, make a diplomacy check.
Oh my god. Kidding me? Dude, let me just reroll this.
9!
I'm rerolling this shit. I have one hero point left. Why diplomacy to a... Alright, whatever.
13. Malvik. It loses all of its pawls, which are those stumps,
Yes.
basically, that are in it to allow you to winch, and will shoot them all out within range of 10 feet, which unfortunately includes you. And let's see. That's going to be the pirate again, and you. Let's see. Second attack for the pirate is a 19 hit, which is a hit. This one like hits it right in the eye. It's horribly gory, but it's like one of those situations where nobody's looking directly at it, and you just kind of see this horrific mess happen, and you're like, oof, like you know something bad happened, and you definitely didn't want to see it. Horrible death for this person. They scream in pain and fall to the planks. Then the third attack will aim towards you, Malvik. 16 misses you.
No!
See the pawl sail like over your head as you duck.
Why don't you move closer over there to the center? Wait for me.
And there's just that constant conversation. Every time they talk to each other, the camera just looks at the smiley face on Capstan. Okay. That's all three of its actions. Okay, the pirates. Here we go. All right, first and foremost, the one that is engaged with Denigi and Sakuachi will attack Denigi first. With its cutlass. That is a miss. Second attack. 7. Third attack. Oh, what? Wow. Progressively worse. Denigi is just kind of like dodging, bobbing and weaving out of the way. And you can see like there's probably several arrows like embedded in the ship already. Like Denigi has obviously taken aim a few times, but the rough waters maybe threw her aim off. Okay, that one has gone. The next one is just now crossing the other side here. We'll rush up probably, I imagine, towards this area. I think we're going to rush towards to surround Denigi, Sakuachi, and Yara. Let's see who they attack. That will be Denigi again. Okay. (19) hit. Might actually hit. Hold on.
She's also flat-footed.
Yeah. Yes, that is just barely a hit. She is flat-footed. Okay. Do. 7 slashing damage. Nigi yells in pain. And this will be the second attack. Last action for this one. 15 is a miss. And then, okay, next up. Pirate that has fallen into the water will try and find a way to climb up. We're gonna do a sailing lore check to find something to climb up. Okay, 25, they do. There's probably just some like netting on the side of the ship. There's a lot of ways to kind of climb up a ship just in case anybody falls overboard. And there's probably just some like netting that's around the side of the ship or whatever this person's starting to climb up. One action to find it. Another action to start climbing. Slowly but surely making their way up the side of the ship. They're going to take their full turn just to like climb back up onto the ship. Okay. Then down here we have 2 on this side, and let's see, they are going to fire. Oh, okay, never mind. This one will just try to head here and then leap across and then rush towards person on the ballista, I guess, large crossbows, towards Malavik and the capstan. It will last action will be to attack you, Malavik. 26 to hit.
That's it.
For 8 slashing damage.
You're just starting to annoy me.
Malavik. As they get closer to you, you know, you see this person making their way. You're trying to like get the crossbow loaded up, giving them only the smallest amount of attention. There's something you recognize in their eyes. Make a perception check for me.
Great.
Okay. There is murder in their eyes. They want to kill.
Got it. That image will flash to Arcelia through our bond. And seeing the attempt of murder, my rage will start to build up inside of me. And that will shoot to her telepathically for a blink of an eye.
Okay. You feel this like really intense rage building up inside you, Arcelia. You recognize it from Malavik. This next pirate will make their way across and will also rush, I think, probably here to the side towards Denigi. Just because that's the closest, I think. Okay. They will attack with a cutlass. Ooh, 27 to hit. It's not a crit, but it was close. For 9 slashing damage. You see Denigi trying to use her bow to like fend them off as she's trying to reach for a weapon aside from the bow, something close range. But she's having to fend off 3 pirates while she's defending Sakawachi and Yara. Okay. Let's see. One. He's got one more action. Okay. 13 is a miss. Okay. Next pirate will take their whole action to make it across with the ropes to about there. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. I take it back. Here's what we're going to do. They are going to go here and extend a gangplank across. That'll be their whole turn. There is a gangplank now that is bridging the distance between the two ships. Okay, and the mooring is still there underneath. I just don't want it to look all crazy. Okay. That pirate has gone. This pirate will rush towards one of the crossbows and start loading the crossbow and getting ready to fire it since the mooring has gone down on the side. This one is going to, I think, try and get some more rope, and will spend their whole turn getting ready to try and attach another mooring to the ship. This one will rush across the gangplank. Let's see. Can you get there? Yep. Okay. They're gonna get there and attack Sakuachi. Their last action. 18 to hit. Don't think is a hit. Let's double check. That is a miss. Sakuachi just kind of gets out of the way. There are more! Janigi! Yara! Yara, snap out of it! And it is Sakuachi's turn. She will cast Bless, and she will use the step action to step away back here. Bless begins to activate in a 5-foot radius around Sakuachi. Okay. Denigi's turn. Denigi. Denigi is in a bit of trouble. She's surrounded by 3 pirates. She will...
Try and get out of there, Denigi! I have a plan!
Okay. Denigi will do a 5-foot step back and will draw a falchion and will then attack the bosun. Or actually, it will attack the pirate that actually tried to attack Sakuachi. That's the most likely scenario. You do not touch her! A 19 hit is a hit for 13 slashing damage. Denigi brings the large falchion down into a strike against the pirate. Mad with rage. Okay. Arcelia, it's your turn.
All right, I will, for my first action, move here. Second action, I would like to throw the same pirate overboard again. 22.
That is a success. How do you do it?
Get the fuck off this ship. I grab their shirt again and I throw them unceremoniously into the water.
They're like shivering and shaking. They're drenched. They just like climb back on and getting the deck all wet. You just stiff arm them right into the back into the water. Sploosh.
And then for my final action, I will like to move here.
Okay. Karun, it's your turn.
I have a suspicion that there's something not right about these pirates. I would like to see if there's any way I could detect if they are illusions of some sort, or perhaps our own crewmates.
Make a perception check.
I'm so skeptical, but I cannot prove it. 14.
14. You're not sure.
Well, I will make the executive decision. There's one who's in the water, yes? I will ignore him for now and toss a bomb to here.
I'm sorry, which one? I didn't see it.
To right here for splash damage.
Okay, so you're opting not to try to hit any one of them. You're trying just to get it as centered as possible for as maximum splash damage. Okay, it's fine. So when that happens, I think that's just an automatic success, right?
Okay.
Because you're not trying to hit anyone in particular, so you don't do your main damage. You just do your splash damage.
That's fine.
It's kind of like a guaranteed hit. It's generally really good for you because you can.
The splash damage uses my intelligence modifier, so 4. They will take 4 splash damage.
So 4.
And it is fire.
You hit four of these pirates simultaneously with the splash damage. You can see the napalm splash across the deck of the ship. Your Captain Tinhill yell,
What's with the fire?
as it spreads out across the deck for a moment and catches onto the legs of the pirates all about.
I have inconvenienced you. Pray I do not inconvenience you further. And I will take cover, and that is my turn.
Okay, Malavik.
I will,
Kind of like ducking underneath these palls, by
Yeah.
the way.
yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish what I started. I know this crazy looking capstan thing is here, and I'm going to spin the ballista towards this one. I see them all across the deck trying to load up ropes or whatever.
I'm gonna ask for an acrobatics check to do this while the capstan is right next to you.
13.
13. Okay, you can't maneuver. The ballista gets stuck on the capstan while it's there.
All right, well, then I'll take the next best course of action, and that's to, I'm going to lash out at this one right here.
Okay. You probably know that you would have to like get like into a free space to really attack properly with your greatsword.
Okay, then I'll do that. 19.
19 is a hit.
All right.
They yell in anger and just madness.
That'll be in. That's 3 times. That's 3 actions.
Okay. The bosun. Let's see here. Okay, the bosun is going to go for Denigi with the naval pike, and we'll use some special bullshit here, I think. Gonna attack first for a 22 to hit. That is a... I believe that is a hit. Yep. Okay, that is a hit. And then that is for how much damage? really wish it would roll the damage too. I don't know why it doesn't. For 6 piercing damage, and then we'll strike with a fist as a secondary attack. An 18 is a miss, however. So they stab with the naval pike and then draw one fist back and try and punch Denigi, but Denigi's too quick and dodges out of the way of the blow. Okay, and then third strike with the naval pike. Is a miss. Okay, Yara, it's your turn.
Very well. All right. With my first action, I'm going to use it as an opportunity to reposition. I'm aware moving away from this fellow might incur an opportunity attack, but I do not care. I'm striding nonetheless. So I will squeeze past my allies in order to move 25 feet towards a little bit away from Karun, if that is agreeable.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's an attack of opportunity that happens.
That is fair.
The pirate to the left of you will be attacking as you run away. 21 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 slashing damage, Yara. First hits your armor and then drags across some of your flesh.
Very well. I have a mission, though. And as such, I will begin to form the spiritual energy in my hands, cupping them to form a ball of light. As in a line, I will cast a 2-action Radiance Torrent, inner Radiance Torrent towards these 3. They must make a reflex saving throw of 21 or above.
What?
Or they are all going to take 17 force damage.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's one success.
All right,
Critical
no damage.
success. Okay, Bosun now. Another crit.
Welcome to casting damaging spells.
And that one should be a hit, a regular hit for the last one.
Excellent.
You said that's 17 damage?
Yes, so they take 17 damage. I'm just making sure. I don't think they take blinding or anything like that. Yes, that is it.
Okay, so 17 damage. This is the first time you've cast the spell, Yara?
Yes, indeed.
So what do you think? How do you see this happening? Is it only hits that first pirate?
It says success target takes half damage.
Crits, the crits though.
They took
they
they
two
criticaled.
crits.
Oh wait, actually,
shit.
yeah, no, because it's a 20. Yeah, so I feel as though this is a spell that I feel internally that I am able to do, but it is a wave of emotion and of power that I quite not have channeled before. And as such, it bolts into a beam in my hand, and I send off these bolts towards these people. However, the first one will smack into the deck. The second crashes into a box behind the fellow that is all the way in the back. And it hits the final pirate, yes?
Well, the closest to you.
Excellent. And that one, I suppose it was just a beeline straight towards it.
Okay.
Or straight towards them.
This light, blasts out, and you hear them yell in agony.
You've the option to leave still!
They sort of look up bleary-eyed. You can see the other pirates. They all have this horrific look in their eyes. Absolute, just horrific hatred and malice.
That is my turn.
Arashtak.
Yes. Well, I think it's only fair to kick someone while they're swimming. Is that the phrase? I think that's the phrase.
Yep, that's
Pretty close.
100% the phrase. Yep.
Yes, good. I'd like to use reach, and as I'm doing so, let's see, I think that should be close. See if they're how far down is the water? Is there 20 feet? I have 30-foot range. That's why I wanted to see.
I think it's probably on a sloop. Probably something like, let's call it 13 feet, something in between 10 and 15.
Then judgment call on if I'm close enough with 30-foot range.
Sure, why
If you
not?
said 13, I wouldn't be.
Oh, so do you require a line of sight?
It just says 30-foot range.
Well, it's
for
a,
reach. But yeah,
are you casting Ray of Frost?
No.
Oh, okay.
Puff of poison.
Oh, puff of poison. I imagine you, and it just kind of falls downward. Should be
That's
fine.
the idea.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Lovely. Just. A fortitude save for them of 21.
Okie dokie.
Let's see if they get 2 more crits.
I'm calling we check the dice on that one, to be
You
honest.
guys have had a lot of
spell.
crits today, too.
Yes,
Yes, but I didn't have one.
Yeah! Oh, I did. I can't complain there.
That is a fail.
That's a crit fail.
Yep. So they like burst forth in the water. Just breathe in
take-
like all of the poison.
Boy, do they. 6 poison damage with... 12 poison damage with 6 persistent poison.
Very nasty. Okay.
And that is my turn, as they are coughing and sputtering from the frost of the water and also poison.
Okie dokie. Talk about a horrible... It's like waterboarding plus poison.
They're having a very bad day.
Yeah.
I see and I just kicking them. It's not happy.
I
That's
think
it.
you still have one more action.
No, reach is 1.
Gotcha. Okay. Capstan Swabby. How can it involve Malavik in this attack? I can't, like, I feel like there's just this bitter hatred between the two of them that somehow, like, it will do its best to defend the ship, but also hurt Malavik at the same time. It's
When's
going...
the buddy cop spin-off between Malavik and Caps?
Yeah. It's going to sort of spin around the steering wheel. Whoops. Jesus Christ, that was a mess. Try that again. It's going to do this. I think right there. And will then begin to fire off some ropes. Actually, you know what? We're going to launch the anchor at the first pirate. That's a 20 to hit. That is a hit. For 17 bludgeoning damage. This one, like, is just a brutal anchor to the back of the pirate. Just getting wailed on by this giant capstan and the anchor, doing a lot of damage. He's still up. And then the capstan will shoot a rope, probably towards this one, for its second attack. 28 to hit for 11 slashing damage. It cracks the rope and deals some nice damage, disarming this pirate. Okay. That's it for Capstan Swabby. And now the pirate turns. Okay, first the one that's next to you, Malavik. He just begins to breathe heavily through gritted teeth and will try to slice at you with a cutlass. 16 is a miss. Second attack is a 20.
It's a miss.
And then a third attack is a 2. Malavik, just this pirate is frantic. It hates you. He hates you. He wants to kill you. And you don't quite understand what the hell's going on. Why? as he strikes so viciously, it's easy to telegraph and read. Okay, next pirate over here up top by Sakuachi will probably run there. And let's see, we'll either attack Sakuachi, Danigi, or Arcelia. That is going to be towards Arcelia. This is with a cutlass. 17 to hit, I believe, is a miss.
Miss.
Okay. Second attack. 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 9 slashing damage, Arcelia. Okay. That is it for their turn. The one that has been attacked by the anchor and was previously disarmed will pick up their weapon and turn towards... Well, actually, no, it was this one that was disarmed, right? Yeah. This one is not disarmed. This one will rush towards Capstan Swaby. Good luck. And attack. Miss with a 16. Missed with a 6. It's totally hitting Capstan Swaby, but Capstan is like spinning, and the paws are just like it looks like somebody doing the like defensive like Wing Chun type of
the wooden
practice.
man.
Yeah, the like wooden man practice. Yeah. It looks kind of like that. It's just like blocking all of its attacks, like it's just spinning. Okay, and then this one that was disarmed will pick up their weapon and then attack. Probably, I think they're going to just stick with Danigi here. Still in close range. Danigi, does Danigi have an attack of opportunity? Nope. Okay. They will attack Danigi then. With the cutlass. 14 is a miss. 24 is a hit. For 7 slashing damage on Danigi. Okay. The pirate that is just south of Arcelia, that has been blasted by the inner radiance of Yara, I think is going to rush towards Yara after that. Rushing towards Yara. Raising up a cutlass will try and split your skull in two, Yara. 14 to hit is a miss. And second attack with an 18.
That is also a miss.
Yara, you quickly sway out of both attacks' range. Again, this person is just so angry and so full of hate. They're telegraphing these attacks wildly. It's easy to dodge. Okay. The one that has been poisoned and is in the water will try and climb up the ropes, poisoned, and will spend 2 actions to do that. Looking around a bit blearily, they will try to also attack you, Yara. You are the first person nearby.
All right.
15 to hit.
That is a miss, darling.
Okay. Okay, the pirates across the way. We've got this one by the gangplank, making their way across towards Capstan Swaby, and we'll try and attack Capstan Swaby. 16 miss. Clang. 21 also a miss. Clang, clang. That's it for their turn. Okay, the one that is here is going to start... they're going to spend their whole turn getting a mooring set up again. So, trying to get more ropes attached. This is probably going to be closer, though. Whoops, I'm sorry. I should use a brighter color instead of blue. Okay. All right. They use their whole turn to get this mooring set up. Okay, and the last one by this crossbow is going to swing the crossbow around towards either Karun or Arashtak. Hey, it's Arashtak. Don't want to get hit by this, Arashtak. I wish you luck.
I know I don't. I think I will, though.
Wish you luck. Okay, so I actually don't have a thing to roll for this on the screen, so I'm just gonna.
Oh no, that means it can't happen.
Quick, turn into a bug.
That's not a reaction, though I wish it was.
Okay, so. I'm gonna do this. Let's make a dex roll. We're gonna add a plus
3.
No, it's a plus 8, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, that hits then.
Yeah.
Not a crit, but
it's
it
a
hits.
22 to hit. Okay. I'm sorry, Arashtak. This is gonna hurt real bad. 4d6 headed your way. Ooh, 9, 13, 15 plus 3. 18. Piercing damage. Shpoong. It is attached by a rope as well, Arashtak. There is a bolt that has hit you for some decent damage, and there's a rope that is attached to it. There's a bolt stuck in you with a rope. Okay. That is it for their turn. Sakuachi will extend Bless and step away from this guy. Behind Arcelia. That is it for Sakuachi's turn. Denigi. Whoops, that's not correct. We don't want 510 feet. Let's do 10 feet. How's that? That's a little bit better. All right. Denigi with a falchion in hand will attack the probably the bosun, I think. 23 to hit is a hit for 16 slashing damage. She leaves a nasty looking wound on this guy. Okay, and that's gonna be minus 16. Okay. Second attack. 16 is a miss. And third attack. An 18 might be a hit. I don't think so, but let me double check. Miss, unfortunately. Okay. That is it for Denigi's turn. Not quite your turn yet, Arcelia, because emerging from one of the rooms on the ship, you see someone who must clearly be the captain of this vessel emerge. Wearing red.
Arcelia and Yara just look at each other. No, not again!
You see this long raven-haired beauty emerge from the captain's quarters, sort of like down here in this area, wearing red and brandishing a rapier. Okay, and let's add the captain. Okay, it is your turn, Arcelia.
Very good. I would like to, for my first action, exploit vulnerability on the bosun. Oops, I'm sorry. I don't know why I clicked that. 31.
Absolutely. That is a success. They have no weaknesses.
All right. Is it a crit success or just a regular success?
Let me check. I believe it is a crit, but let me double check. What did you get? 31? Yeah, that's a crit.
Okay. I also get a flash of insight that grants me more knowledge about the creature. I learn all of its resistances, weaknesses, immunities, including all those numbers.
None of them.
Okay. Good.
No resistances, no weaknesses, no immunities.
Okay. Very good. Then I will take that hatchet that's in my hand and I will... 17.
17. Sails past. Sticks into the side of the ship.
I am swinging with the hatchet, not throwing it.
Okay. You were attacking the one near you. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Which one were you aiming at?
The bosun?
The bosun. That is a miss.
Okay. And then I will grab them by the shirt into a grapple.
Okay, athletics check.
24.
That is a success.
I would like to make him easier to hit for the rest of my party. That will be the end of my turn. You're not going anywhere.
Haroon, it's your turn.
Which one is the hot one?
The captain down here has just come out of the captain's quarters.
I will take a lesser alchemist fire and aim for that.
Okay. Haroon going for the Hail Mary bomb. It's surprisingly still in range somehow.
That's right.
Didn't we say it was like 100-something feet?
120, yes.
Insane.
You do take a -2 circumstance penalty on this. A 17 to hit. You don't hit them directly, but the flask will splatter some of this napalm-like liquid all over the captain's overcoat, and you see it start to like catch on fire. She's like frantically trying to put it out.
By the will of Joanna, I will cleanse your sins in holy fire. And I will take cover, and that is my turn.
Alvik.
I have a question. I'm not raging, so I am thinking. I'm looking around. Do I see an edge or anything that we're encapsulated in?
An edge.
Or does everything look like the regular waters that we've been in?
Looks like the regular waters that you've been in.
There's nothing in the horizon, so everything looks okay. All right. Well then. I will just punch. I'm gonna attack this person with my fist. A 30.
Yes, that is a hit.
All right.
It's hold on, let me
Is that a
double check.
crit?
I think it might be a crit. Hold on. Yep, that's a crit.
All right. Yeah, I will grab them by the shirt. At first, I was gonna swing at them, but something is disturbing me about this whole situation. So I grab them by the shirt and I take my fist and I hit them in the gut, right near their sternum, and dig deep. 12 damage.
Hit them like doubling over. It's like one of those anime punches where you can see your fist kind of like
Through their back.
yeah, it's like you emboss your fist, like on there. Yep.
Let's see, there's no getting through to you. I will
Fill up.
continue. We'll continue to punch this. This time I'll take my elbow and try to go to the side of his neck to cut off any circulation through his artery and black him out if possible. 19.
That is a hit. and you do manage to knock them out, fall to the ground.
My last action. I'm not gonna. Let's see. Where's this captain at? 50 feet away. Clearly, I could see them, but I'm going to use my last action to run over here. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to move like that. There we go. To run of 25 feet. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get on the ballista.
Okay.
That's what I'll do for my last action.
Sure.
I don't know if Arcelia would have noticed what I've done, but I have this feeling inside that we should not be killing these men. And it's very strange to me because normally I would immediately rage and destroy anything around, but this time for some reason I did not do that.
Okay. The bosun, who is currently grappled with Arcelia, will I think try to spin and try and get out of your grasp. So they are doing acrobatics. What is your athletics modifier here, Arcelia?
It is a +10.
Okay, so they have to beat a 20. They do not. With a 19, they're still trying to sort of spin out of your grasp a second time. This will have a -5 to the attempt. However, that is still good enough with a 27 down to a 22. They managed to spin out, and then they are no longer grappled, and then they will try to... I think they will attack you with the naval pike. But that's only a 3. Just the confusion of like the close range, getting out of your grasp. They're not able to really do very much with it in that kind of a close range. Okay, Yara, it's your turn.
All right, well, the first one only hit one person, so I'm thinking that I might work a little longer on trying to hold the spell. I will cast another Inner Radiance Torrent. However, I am holding it for 2 rounds. That will be 6 actions total. So at the end of my next round, this will cast. However, I am entered into a blinding state, I believe. Or a, let me see here. What is it? A shining state for 1 minute that causes me to glow with light and deal force damage. Yes. Sorry about that. That's why I looked, because the spell does cause blinding as well. There's a lot to this spell. So that being said, I am holding it for the entirety of my duration.
Okay.
Of this round.
And I'm sorry, where are you aiming this? Is it another...
Well, it doesn't specify that I have to say where to aim it when I am preparing to cast it. But yes, it will be a line regardless. But you can change it when you get to the second round as to where it is directly being sent, if I am correct.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Walk me through this again. You're aiming at where?
So, straight ahead at all 4 of those creatures. It's also likely going to hit Swabby.
Potentially Malavik?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
They see me doing it, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Anything. I'm all the way on the other side of a ship. Oh.
That is my turn.
I feel like there's a little Phelan bleeding through here on technique. Just this inclination to
I didn't even see Malavik there. My mic arm is blocking him. But you know what? Maybe.
I'm being blocked by everything.
Malavik, no!
Okay. So they need to make saves?
Not yet.
Is that correct?
So it says that You can avoid finish thinking the spell for another 3 actions on your next turn to empower it. If you choose to do this, damage dealt by it is 4d4, and you enter a shining state for 1 minute. I'm not sure if it's before or after the spell is cast.
It looks like the shining state is now. Yeah, if you do. So you're in the shining state. So those creatures at the end of their turn will take 1 force. This is like the lightning ball spell, Whack, where you don't actually cast the spell on this turn. It's the end of next turn the spell goes off.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, sorry, we're all new to Pathfinder 2e. I don't know any of the spells that aren't synonymous with the D&D spells. So we're all learning here.
It's a 2-turn spell, basically,
Yes.
the way she's casting it.
Well,
Gotcha.
2 rounds, 6 turns
Yes,
total.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yara is powering up in a super shining state. Super shining one. Okay, you can see little bits of wood begin to float up from the deck. For some reason, Yara's hair gets longer.
All of a sudden, my boobs grow 30 sizes.
30? Oh, we're gonna sink the ship.
I'm sorry. That sounds awful.
They crash through the deck,
Spine snaps.
destroying a ghostly crew member below. Talk about
a very
torpedoes.
happy ghostly crew member
Yeah.
below.
So-
Torpedoes.
Best day of that crew member's unlife.
Okay, Arashtak, it's your turn.
Yes. I've got a rope attached to me. Yes?
Yes, you do, and a bolt impaled
Inside you.
into your body.
I don't like that. I'm going to stop that from being a thing.
Okay, gonna rip it out.
Oh,
That'd probably damage me, yes? That sounds like a yes. So I'm not going to have that happen. I turn into a tiny lizard.
Okay,
Just...
okay. The I imagine that I should penalize you for this, just because you did it enlarge on Malavik, and now like you're shrinking in size, so the bolt just tears through your body.
Okay, all right.
no.
Listen.
Yeah, Payback's a bitch.
I want you to die. Just die and be in half. How finally kills me off.
Yep. No, but the bolt just kind of however you transmute yourself, it sort of falls out of you, out of the mass of your body.
Lovely. And with that, then I go into the other side of this this barrel over here as a tiny little lizard. Just...
Okay.
No!
Captain Swabby. All right. Will. Don't think it can really get there. So it's just going to attack these two. Otherwise, it was going to start attacking everybody in the center of the ship. Okay. Captain Swabby will aim for these two pirates, spinning with great force to do a loose the pawls. And we'll have 2 rope attacks on these guys. 23 is a hit. Another horrifically gruesome scene. I feel like only Malavik sees how gruesome it is, like when each of these guys die. So like the rest of you don't see this horrific sight. You just see like the back of the pirate like fall to the ground. But Malavik, you see the paw like embed itself in the pirate's chest and like get ripped out violently.
don't kill them. Something's wrong.
Falls to the
Just
ground.
cover my eyes.
The next one. 16 to hit. That's like as low. What did I roll? A 3. Okay. I think that is a miss, but let me double check. That is a miss. So this time the rope sails outwards. The pawl maybe catches part of the barrel nearby as it's launched out. That is a miss. And then its last action will be to use the anchor. Spinning around, it will attack this pirate with the anchor. Third attack. That is a 6. That is a miss. Okay. The pirates. All right, this one up here will attack Denigi. With a cutlass. 26 to hit is a hit. For 7 slashing damage. Second cutlass attack. Did I accidentally open up Google Chrome? Let's pass on that. 7 is a miss. And the last cutlass attack with a 14 is a miss. Okay.
How does Deniki look right now?
Yeah, she's been hit a few times. You know, you can see she's got a few bits of blood that are kind of like glowing in some of the, or growing in some of the wounds.
Does she seem to be in a weakened state?
I guess she looks a little bewildered, from what you can tell. But
Okay.
she's definitely been hurt a few times. Okay. The pirate that is next will be the one that is by Capstan Swabby. Oh, shit. That might be a hit. 28. That is a solid hit on Capstan Swabby. Holy
The
shit.
man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep, that is a hit. Oh, God.
It is damage reduction because it's wood, doesn't it?
I'm checking. I'm imagining so. No, you see a chunk of wood fly out.
Just a
Does
slight
a
technical
ton of HP, though.
a slight technical note. Chat cannot see the rolls.
Oh, I'm sorry. It
Just the
somehow
rolls.
got
Everything
scrolled
else
up.
can, though.
Apologies, everybody. Okay. All right. That is a hit. Second attack. And good luck with this one, buddy. 7 is a miss. And a natural 20 is a hit for 6 more slashing damage on Capstan Suave. You see chunks of wood flying off. This one sort of hacking away. Some of the eye paint has flaked off from Capstan Suave. Okay, the next one is over here by Denigi. Yeah, I think going to keep attacking Denigi. See why they would move. 19 to hit. Denigi is not flanked. That is a miss. Okay. 19 is a hit, is a miss. Sailing past Denigi. Second cutlass attack is a miss. And a third one, also a miss. Quick succession of attacks. Denigi uses the falchion to block each one in succession. Okay. The one that has been heavily wounded by Yara will keep attacking. That is a 14 to hit.
Misses.
And then a 10. And then a 6. Just, again, telegraphing these attacks here. Looking just to absolutely murder you. I don't know if you've ever really seen this before in a human's eyes, where they are looking outright to just murder you. There's nothing else there. The one that has been through the ringer, drenched in freezing water, poisoned fully by a Rashtak. Forgot to have it take its damage, by the way. And let's switch this to 6. Or to 5, rather.
And if they both stay in my vicinity, they do take 1 point of damage as a heads up.
Okay. Yeah, this one's looking a little crispy in front of you as the shining aura begins to, what is it, shining radiance? What the fuck was that spell called?
Shining state.
Yeah.
Oh, the inner radiance torrent, yes.
Yeah, it's got 12 different names to it, like each whatever version of the
Each
castle.
part of it, yeah.
Okay, great. This pirate that's here will, I think, look around a bit, angry, looking for somebody to take it out on. It's you, Yara. Surprise! And he will try and hit you with a cutlass. 27 to hit.
That is a regular hit.
For 11 slashing damage. And let's see, second attack with that cutlass. An 11 is a miss. Swinging wildly, you dodge the second and third strikes, Yara, as he swings 2 more times, trying to kill you. The persistent damage that happens at the end of their turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that was so that goes down to 5 damage now, right? It goes down to 1 and then it stays there, unless they try to take it off. Is that correct?
It stays the way it is until they try to take it off, which is a flat DC 15 for persistent.
These people are in no fit state to remove that, so okay.
So it stays to full
6.
damage the whole time, yes.
All right. Okay.
Just looked that up because I wasn't sure either.
This one here will I think we're gonna have them join the fight. Rushing across. Let's see, how shall we have them move? I imagine they're probably gonna rush towards Arcelia and Sakoachi. That's 2 actions to get there, and final action. Let's see. Stay on the table. Very dice. We'll aim towards Sakoachi with a cutlass. 15 is a miss.
Careful, Sakoachi! You're crazed! I know, Danigi. Something is wrong. I do not know what is happening. We were in a different place. What do you speak of?
Okay. This last pirate that has fired the crossbow bolt is going to spend their full turn rushing to board the ship. And they will go towards Captain Swabi, I think. Have them go here. All right. Sakoachi stays where she is. She will increase Bless by 5 feet. And she will take cover. Denigi will aim towards the bosun. And we've got some falchion attacks headed their way. That's a crit. Uh-oh. 24 damage from Denigi. Denigi beheads the bosun, splattering blood to the floor. The bosun just kind of slumps. Okay. Let's see. That was the first attack. Second attack. Will be towards the one south of Arcelia. An 18 is a hit. An 11 damage on that one. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 8. There was damage there already. Okay. And last attack. 18. That is another hit for 13 slashing damage. 2 quick attacks in succession after beheading the bosun. Denigi has really messed this pirate up pretty bad, but he's still up. The ship's captain emerges from the captain's quarters. She saunters over towards the edge of the ship. Here. And we'll take aim with a hand crossbow towards you, Malvik. 18
Look
to
out,
hit.
you're wielding a hand crossbow.
It's a miss.
Bolt sails past. Then
Stop this!
the captain will do some captainly things, and I think we're aboard a pirate ship. There's ropes hanging down. Whoosh. Slices one of the ropes, and we'll begin to swing over. And we're going to have them go right next to you, Malvik. She lands right next to you, and she draws the rapier at her hip. That is it for her turn.
I look her up and down, and I'm just
she's still on fire.
stop this.
She's still on fire. Yes.
Oh, she's on fire still? Okay.
Yeah, she's still on fire. She will be for some time.
Forgot about the persistent damage. These guys have taken some damage too. Is it persistent 4 damage? It's the only
That's
thing I'm
right.
not sure about.
Yes.
A persistent 4 damage? That's nuts. Is that really correct? You just get free 4 damage unless they put it out? Every
That's
turn?
right.
Wow.
They have to put it out. I mean,
Same thing happens to us. So
I don't know how they're gonna put it out in a whole, boat surrounded by water.
had it out.
Stop, drop, and
If only
roll.
they had some access to free water. Guess we'll never know.
Just gonna distribute some damage because I lost track of which pirate was which at this point. Okay, we distribute some damage around. Okay.
Oh, I'm also so sorry, but the Shining State damage is 2 because it's level 3 instead of 2. My apologies on that.
And that happened on the
On those
last one.
2.
Okay.
Yes, the 2 that are closest to me.
All right. This one that you burned the retinas out is down. The one that has suffered a rash tag stank is also not looking too great. Okay. Arcelia, it's your turn.
All right, so I'll take my hatchet, swing at the one in front of me for 29.
Okay.
That would be only 6 damage.
Okay. Actually, that's a crit. How do you kill them?
The hatchet goes straight into their chest, and when I pull it out, they drop like a sack of potatoes.
There's that, like, Kill Bill viscera spray. It sort of splashes across you.
And then in an arc, I will raise the hatchet up over my head, and I will swing to strike at the one somewhat behind me. 25.
That is another hit.
5 damage with that one. And then for my final action, I swing again. 22.
Okay. That is another hit. Very nice. 3 quick hatchet attacks from Arcelia leaves a trail of blood around her. Haroon.
I know that I tried to do this already, but is it any possible at all to discern anything occult-like or perhaps, I don't know, arcana? about what's going on here. I have a deep suspicion that we should not kill these people.
Which would you like to roll? I will tell you something different.
Ooh, all right. Occultism.
Okay.
Oh no!
13.
I would roll again.
You have another hero point. Okay.
I
spend
do,
that.
yeah.
26. This madness that is happening here. This fervent murder in their eyes. You have a very strong suspicion that it has something to do with these bubbles that just encapsulated the ship. And, from what you can tell, a good amount of time has passed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
More than
This ship was... If this is the ship... Well, you don't know this, so you wouldn't. You didn't really have that conversation with Arcelia, or you didn't hear the stuff coming down from the crow's nest. But you get the impression that like a day has passed. Nobody mentioned the ship. For a ship to just the way that like ship battles happen at sea are super long and boring. Like there's just like this long period of chasing someone, and then like they get in range of distance weapons. Like these crossbows would have been used. That's probably how they secured the mooring in the first place. And like, I mean, you didn't see any of that. You didn't hear any of that. A good amount of time must have passed.
Right. I will just shout at the top of my lungs, don't kill them! Contain them! Grapple them! Wrestle them to the ground if you have to, don't kill them! We have to question them! Too much time has passed, we have lost moments!
Why?
Trust me.
I'm just imagining a Rashtak in little lizard form with hands on his little lizard hip.
Why? Tell us the reasoning! I don't understand!
All will become clear, lizard friend.
Malavik, it's your turn.
Does this captain have the same look in their eyes?
Oh, yes.
That's a shame, I will say. And I will attempt to disarm them. Take their weapon out of their hand. What role was that again? I used to know when Adronis was around, but I forgot. I believe it's a
Pretty sure it is
dexterity.
No, I think
athletics.
it's an athletics check. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Athletics versus their reflex.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm re-rolling that.
The other
That's my
before
last
you
hero point.
do that.
Huh?
I don't
What?
know if you can. Do you have a hand free?
He's using his
Yeah, I
hands.
have been. I've been punching people. I have not.
Oh, yes, then you're fine.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna re-roll. That's my last point. There we go. It's a crit.
Natural 20. Okay. Yeah, that
There is
a-
something that happens on a natural 20. I believe. I have to look it up.
On a critical success. No, on a critical fail. Drop the weapon to take the effects of a failure instead of critical fail. On a critical success, you still need a free hand if you want to take the item. You take their
success.
Yeah, you take their rapier.
Yep, I take it.
Yep.
So that's my first thingy. My second
I
attempt.
think what happens is you see them like grabbing the handle of the rapier and about to draw it. You grab their wrist and twist. The rapier falls and you catch it in your other hand.
Stop this. This is madness. Well, I am then going to use my second action to grapple them. So I'll do athletics 2. Guessing. It's a 26.
This is a grapple, you said?
Yes.
That is a success.
Okay. I have this Beautiful feat right here. I don't know if it's gonna add a circumstance bonus.
That kind of stream.
This beautiful feat that for free, called Titan Wrestler. So I would like to slam this individual to the ground. It's my final action. Put them in a hold.
Okay, yeah, this will be a trip. So another athletics check.
With 3. Ugh, that's a 4.
Yeah, natural 1 on this one. You go for the trip, like you have their wrist control, and then you try to like sweep their legs out from under them and throw them to the ground. But she kind of like dances around your attempt and still grabbed, but doesn't fall.
Yep.
Okay.
And as I do this, I'll be like, do not kill them. And whoever heals hears. If they don't, then they kill. I mean, they've already been slaughtering everybody, so it doesn't matter.
Yara's burned the eyes out of everyone in her path.
Yeah.
Do.
That's 2 damage, by the way. That's everybody in the line?
No, it's everyone that is nearby me if they end their turn adjacent.
Gotcha. Okay. It is your turn, Yara.
Now, that being said, would I hear what Malavik and them have said
Probably not.
in the middle of casting this gigantic Kamehameha? Probably not.
I mean, if you don't know where I am, I don't think you would hear. If they're screaming in your ear, I don't know what you're doing.
Give me a
I'm
perception check.
asking simply.
Just make a
Thank
perception.
you. All right, excellent. Thank you. 22.
Oh, yeah, I think you can hear.
And 2. I don't know if I can cancel this.
You should be able to cancel any spell. Whether or not you use the spell slot, I don't know. But you can just dispel anything, I believe.
Yeah, I think you still use the spell
dismiss
slot.
action?
Yeah, I think you can absolutely dismiss the spell if you'd like.
Ooh, but would... Oh, see, this is the hard part. Would I have the control to dismiss this thing? I'm just trying not
Just
to
shoot the
meta here.
goddamn thing,
I'm
all right?
trying
You
so hard
just
not
wanna
to
kill
meta.
us, so it's all right.
I don't
Just
want to
fucking
kill
do it.
you. I
This
just
is year 8, 9 that we knew. Just fucking kill me.
All right, fuck it. You know what?
Shoot your 12d4
I don't
off.
have control over this.
Yeah, of
I
course.
launch it in a straight line, going towards the captain. It goes 120 feet. Do you want me to roll the damage now, or do we want to take the value that was at place and I have to scroll up? I'll scroll up. I'll scroll right now. Unless you want me to re-roll it.
17.
It was 17.
That was
Yes.
17.
So
Okay.
what do we have to make?
They have to roll a reflex of 21 or higher.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I think.
here we go. 27.
Okay. Yeah, but I think
You
you still
increase
take
your damage though by 4d4.
Well, that is the 2-round version of the level 3. So I already set it up so that it does that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it is 12d4.
All right.
Nice.
So we need reflex saves from everybody in the line, I guess. Now the grab, does that impede? I feel like that would impede reflex.
Flatfoot, yes. Is flatfoot a factor?
I'm pretty
Yeah, it's a
sure.
penalty. No, I think they can do anything besides move out of my grasp. I believe we looked that up last time. Let me see.
Nope. Flat-footed and immobilized. Now, do flat-footed and immobilized have that? La, 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 la. So if something wants to move you, that doesn't matter. Flat-footed. Nope, doesn't affect that. Reflex save. Okay, here we go. Okay, Malavik, you have succeeded. Now, does Malavik take any damage, or is it like
He
half
takes
damage?
half.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you'll
half of
take-
17.
Yeah, you'll take 8 damage, Malavik.
I'll be like, what the fuck? What? As I'm holding this. It's gorgeous and to be corpsed, I guess. How much damage do I take?
8. All right, so that is a regular failure. They take 17.
Okay.
I'll just close my sheet.
Okay, Capstan Swabby. Definitely be murdering you. Okay, that's a success, a 25. That half.
Takes 8.
And what kind of damage is this?
Radiant.
Alrighty.
At least I believe so. Let me double check.
Oh shit! It's radiant.
Yep.
It's not. May not be good for me.
Force
1 second.
light.
I don't think you've got any penalty.
Not in this game. But if it was, I think if it was the other one.
Oh no, it's force. Wait, hold on. Force damage is the damage for the glow, so I'm assuming it's actually force. I'm so sorry. So many words. Force damage. I'm so sorry.
No worries. Okay, 1, 2. All right, 2 more fails. 17 more damage. As Yara's power goes off, you see another one of these pirates like staring straight into the light. Their eyes just get burned out. They scream as they fall to the ground. Not moving.
I stare
Wait a
at my
minute.
hands.
What is radiant damage classify as? Is it just
This is
pure radiant
force.
or is it
This is
fire?
force.
It's force.
This is
Okay,
force
never mind
damage.
then.
Yes.
Alright.
And radiant is a separate category anyway.
Never mind.
Okay. That is it for Yara's turn.
Indeed.
Arashtak.
Karun! Would you say magic or not? Is there magic affecting them?
I believe so, yes.
From where?
From the bubbles.
I looked. Are there bubbles and things around us, enveloping us? No, nothing.
It's kind of like we are all in our bubble, you know?
All right. I'm going to do something and hopefully it works. I would like to use a spell that Wack hates so very much. I'd like to cast Dispel Magic on the captain.
Okay.
Now, a note. Oh, no, that's for something else. Yeah, so Dispel Magic. There we are. Attempt to counteract this spell against a target.
We need to check on something.
Yes. This is because I don't know if it's actually a spell.
Neither do I.
I think there's some contesting roll bullshit. Let me see.
Yeah, that's.
Well, it says you unravel the magic behind a spell or effect.
Or
Attempt to counteract. Check against the target. When attempting a counteract, add the relevant skill modifier or appropriate modifier to your check against the target's DC. So I suppose that would be the DC of the spell itself?
In this case, it does not matter.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, not a spell or an effect then.
I'm sorry. This ends effects as well.
Yes, it says behind a spell or effect.
Unravel the magic behind the spell or effect. Nothing happens.
Okay. It's just kind of. I began like weaving and bugs flying between my fingers and spinning in kind of like a nuclei pattern, and then it just kind of stops. It's not magic! Whatever's happening to them is not magic!
Then what in the fuck is it?
Haroon, as Arashtak says this, I would like you to make a crafting check. Haroon,
It's 32.
you remember that vial of stuff that you found?
Yes.
That is looking like it might be playing a part in something that's happening.
Really? I pull it out and examine it. What is it doing?
You'll have to do that on your turn.
Got it.
Arashtak, anything else on your turn?
Yes, I'm going to cast guidance upon Celia.
Okie dokie.
This little tiny bug, glowing, a little glow bug just lands on her shoulder.
Capstan Swabby. Going to move here. We'll take an attack of opportunity from this pirate. $16. Clang. Does nothing. Capstan Swabby, however, will start spinning wildly and shoot out ropes to 3 different pirates, including the captain that is currently grabbed. Starting with the captain. 21 to hit. Now, it is... since this is reach, I think that this is still considered flat-footed. Oh, but you're she's flat-footed anyway because of the grab. So that is a hit. For 20 slashing damage. Crack! Whip attack of the rope leaves a horrible wound on the captain's back. 20 slashing damage. And this one down south. 15 is a miss. And then the one to the east here. 21 to hit is a hit. Another horrifically gruesome attack that nobody but Malavik can see. The Paul cracks this one like in the face, and like you can see the face is like shifted, the jaw like is broken as it connected with the spinning paw. Wham! And falls to the ground. Okay, pirate turns. Okay, the one up here that is attacking Denigi will continue to do so.
Wait, which one fell to the ground?
This one that was on the east over here.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Behind Swabby, yes.
17 is a miss. Second attack. A natural 1, a miss. And a 2. And he bobs out of the way of these 3 attacks, moving quickly and fiercely. This pirate that is here, poisoned, in pain, so much agony. Yara consistently burning this person. Is that gone now?
No, I'm in a shining state for 1 minute. So anything that ends up close to me within like 5 feet is going to get burned.
Uh-huh.
What if you move in 5 feet to an ally to heal them and they get burned?
Oh no,
well?
it's only if they end their turn next to me.
That doesn't answer
So it's
the
on their
question
turn.
if it's an ally, though.
Yeah, well, yes, it's anything that ends your turn.
Anything.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Just like the spell can hit anyone. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
And that was 5 foot?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Okay, this pirate just saw you shoot goddamn laser beam, but will still try to attack you. They're poisoned. They're like vomiting all over themselves as they attack, but they will still try to strike at you with a cutlass. 14 is a miss. An 8 is a miss. And a 16 is a miss. 3 just horrible attempts at striking you, Yara, as the pirate falls, coughing and vomiting to the ground.
I was just trying to dodge the vomit the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Is that it for the pirates? I don't think I've got so many windows open I can't see anything. Okay. That is... Oh, no. This guy's got to go. Okay. This one attacking Capstan Swabby. 29 to hit. This is the same... Is this the same one that was, like, messing him up?
And the one went down. It
Okay.
was, yeah.
29 to hit. This will connect. Okay. I don't know what that squishy sound was on the captain. Probably some viscera left over from Malavik. Second attack. That's a crit.
Ooh.
Taking a nice sized chunk out of Captain Swabby. And then third attack. 14 a hit is a miss. This time the paws come spinning and knock the sword out of the way. Okay, Sakuachi further increases the range of Bless by another 5 feet. And takes cover. Denigi says,
They attack us without remorse. We must stop this. I will not allow Sakuachi to be hurt.
she rushes towards the pirate and will attack with falchion. $19 to hit is a hit for 16 slashing damage. Last action will be another strike. That's a crit. This is also another decapitated pirate. Denigi just takes the head right off. I mean, watching Denigi on the battlefield is just crazy. Close range, long range. She is a tornado of death right now, knocking this pirate's head clean off as it falls to the ground. Okay, the captain will try to escape your grasp with an acrobatics probably. Oh no, athletics, pretty good. Pretty good. That's a natural one.
Finally!
Pretty good, yes.
Finally.
The natural one. That is a miss, unfortunately. Malvik, you hold her tight. She tries to like squirm out of your wrist lock. Let me go! And she will try again. What is your modifier? What am I trying to beat here?
Plus 13.
20. So that is a 20, and that is not a success as well. And she will spend her last action. She will spend the last action to try to break free again. I think that's the only thing I can imagine her trying to do right now. Last athletics check. This is a minus 10. Nope. It's an 8. She's trying frantically to break free from your grasp. Can't do it, Malavik. You're holding tight. Arcelia, it's your turn.
After hearing Malavik call out, I will try to trip the pirate in front of me.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yeah, that's an athletics check.
23.
23 is a success. Fall to the ground.
I sweep the leg, and once the pirate falls to the ground, I would like to, as a free action, drop my hatchet. Second action, pull out my short bow. My composite short bow, and I will say, if it's a bubble, perhaps we can pop it. And I will try to shoot at the sky.
Okay.
I'm not going to aim directly up, because if we're in the middle of the bubble, that's going to be the furthest distance. I'm going to angle it diagonally.
I thought you were worried about the return trip.
No, that could be fun. 14.
14. Sails outwards. Nothing there.
All right. Well, that's 3 actions.
Okay. Haroon.
I pull out the vial and I want to look at it.
Karun, looking at this vial, you notice around the deck that there's similarly colored oily substance.
Does it appear to be alive?
Would require some investigations.
I will conduct these investigations.
Sure. It'll take you some time. It's not something you can be done on your turn.
All right. I will say to the lizard, it is a natural phenomenon, not a magical one. I can't prove it, but I think it's alive.
Ugh.
Yes.
Is it some sort of a toxin or something?
I don't know, but it could be a creature of some sort.
But what do you want me to do about it?
I don't know. Find out for sure, I guess. Aren't you connected to creatures
What?
in some
No,
way?
bugs. Is it a bug?
Just bugs.
I'll see what I can do.
It doesn't help me, listen.
I'm also very small.
Right. Is there any test I can do on this file that could lead me in any
quickly.
direction?
You only have seconds on your turn
Very well.
for each action.
I will attempt to just sit and work on this.
Okay. Alvik.
I don't want to hurt her. I saw there was some beam that came out of there, so I'm going to get out of the way with that. I don't know where the hell that came from, and I'm going to pull the captain with me this way. One step. And I will try to attempt to trip the captain because I want to hold her down on the deck.
Okay. It's I guess it'd be a reverse mommy meme, right?
Yeah. All right, athletics. 24.
Alrighty. 24. I think that is a success. Let me double check. Not a crit. So many windows. That is a success.
Okay, so I'll get her to the ground. Is she still on fire?
Yep.
All right, I will attempt to put that fire out then.
Okie doke. You do it. You don't have to attempt it.
Okay. And I will splay the hands out and put them on the deck, and I will want to ask questions. What happened to you?
Make an intimidation check.
Okay. 24.
You start to see her blink a bit rapidly and start to look very confused. What is going on?
Call your men off while you still have them. They're dying. Sorcery, something's happening. It took over. We can explain more. Call your men off now. And you will not have any harm done to you.
Stand down! Stand down! Stand down!
You look around the battlefield. She's the only one, except for one other pirate remaining alive.
Well, no. There's still people alive.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. This one. There was two.
Okay.
Everyone
What about
else
the
has
one
been...
that was puking up.
No,
poison?
he died.
Died?
He died.
That was the
Yeah.
liquefied insides.
Although, out of curiosity, do they technically get like stages of dying where we could
No.
do so? Okay,
Wait.
just curious.
Cap Sam slapping people with ropes. I mean,
Like a whip. There's horrific rending wounds on these crew members. Yeah.
so they're still alive. They just need some aloe
down.
vera or something on the back.
Yes,
Okay.
just put a little salve on it.
All right. I'm just like, I'm sorry you lost a lot of men. I was trying to just.
Ooh, okay. Arcelia, you start to see the one in front of you start to come around.
The one to the south of me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, to the northwest of you.
When you trip.
I only tripped them.
He said, "Come around." Like,
Yeah, it starts to
wake
come
up
around.
from the.
Oh.
Yep.
I put my boot on their chest and hold them down.
What's happening?
I'll stand up, the captain, and call for some help to aid them because they took some damage.
You are all out of combat.
Are we? Okay, because I'm gonna turn my back to Capstan, the lunatic, and I just know I've been attacked by 2 quote unquote allies, or well, actually I only know 1, but I don't know where a light beam came from, so I'm on a defensive, and I'm a little overly protective over the captain.
The
holding them.
The ghostly crew of Captain Tinhill. You can see them like they're slicing through the moorings, and Captain Tinhill yells, "Hold! Hold! Everyone hold. You heard me, man. Stop slicing through them roots. Stop trying to force the gangplank off. Let's see what our new crew members have to say about all this."
Come with me. I'll take the captain to a fixed central point where everyone can hear. I'm guessing in this. Well, there's a lot of corpses.
What am I doing here?
We have a lot of.
What have you done?
We have a lot of questions for you.
And who might you be?
We're travelers. We're just trying to get to a destination. There was a large object in the water. We passed through and we lost consciousness, maybe, I don't know, and awoke to being attacked by you and your men. And for some reason, I normally would just dispatch, just get rid of everyone around. That's not my companions, but for some odd reason, something deep down inside me is hoping this was wrong. So I tried to de-escalate the issue, but I do not have control over other companions.
She looks around, sort of surveying her dead crew. She looks around and she says, "I could have sworn you were all traitors. Traitors. You were different people."
At this point, I will help the other pirates in front of me up to their feet, and I will guide them closer to their captain.
Yeah, I'll kick the one on the ground that I knocked out. Hopefully it wakes up.
Yeah. They start to wake up. Yeah, they start to sort of wake. They're obviously like in a lot of pain, wobbling about. The last thing I remember, some sort of bubble.
Yes.
And everything was strange.
Mm-hmm.
It was as if we were back in Cheliax. Saw traitors everywhere. We fought. We struggled. It was you?
We did fight, but we are no traitors. We're in the middle of a lake, and the bubble is something that we both can agree on. It's having influence over all of us. We need to both sail out of here together. I apologize for your crew, but it was only in self-defense. We tried to spare who we could. But you all had murderous intent in your eyes. I am lucky that I was able to wake you out of yours. You may be startled by what you're about to see, but I point towards the ethereal captain and her crew.
She just jumps back, like shocked. Hold your sword there, lass.
I hold her sword. I'll hand it back to her.
My crew and mine had no intention to fight you, but you would not listen. A pirate robbing another pirate seems uncharacteristic. I do not. I am at a loss for words. Are we your prisoners?
I just look towards the captain. I unhand. I loosen my grip on the captain.
We are business people, of course. Pirates first. Perhaps if you were to unburden your ship, we might be willing to part ways amicably. Very well. A blood price, then, for our freedom. It seems only fair. Very well. Can my crew and I ready the payment? Captain Tinhill looks to all of you. Unless there's anything else that you all have for this confused captain. We do not even have your name. Who are you? I am Kitari Lambosa, captain of the Red Duchess.
Miss Ken Toaster, question. Hi, I am Karun. I've noticed that there's a schmutz all over, and I'm curious if you have seen this on your ship. Would you mind telling me if this is familiar to you?
It looks like the same liquid that was... It was in the bubble. I remember the bubble.
Good, yes. How long has it been on your ship at all? Do you know?
I don't know.
All right. Have you captain's logs by any chance? Have you been keeping logs? You are a pirate, so maybe?
I'm afraid you misunderstand. The bubble was the last thing that we remember before... this.
Yes, we've all lost time, I understand. I just want to know how much time. You don't have a chronometer by any chance for your ship, do you?
A what now?
Never mind.
What's the last calendar date that you remember?
Out of character. Don't have that handy.
Tell us your social security information. And also your mother's maiden name.
I will see if I can find this. Hold on.
Essentially trying to figure out how much time has this person lost.
Last we could tell, it was the 8th of Calistril. That's when you think it is as well. Captain Tinhill says, today's Oath Day, the 9th of Calistril. it matters, you've all been acting very strangely around the ship for the last, well, ever since that bubble happened.
I assume we have traveled out of said space and was caught up in the events until now.
Well, you were here, but you were moving about the ship strangely. We thought there was some sort of seasickness about you.
Was this ship stopped or it kept sailing through?
Oh, we needed to make way out of that squall. We kept moving.
Seems like we are not at the mercy of the bubble anymore. The madness of the crew has been due to our dream state hallucinations.
Look around. Are we still inside of the bubble, by any chance?
No, that's what I was just confirming.
We're definitely not in the bubble still, right?
What you can tell, no.
Skeptical.
But we were not violent during the course of our time in the bubble.
No, mostly you wandered around. You were talking, but it wasn't very clear. There wasn't any sort of distinguishable words that were being said.
I would like to check my journal. Have I written anything in it?
No, you have not.
Okay.
They were possibly mad due to whatever they may are saying about traitors. Captain, you mentioned you were in Chiliax, and there were traitors all around. I'm assuming whatever happened made you all so angry. They were envisioning us as their targets. So whatever happened to us must have happened to them as well, but in a more violent, I don't want to say hallucination because of whatever happened.
Mario? Listen, their memory or an event. We were in a different one than them. They were in a violent one we were not.
Someone make a diplomacy check here.
I mean,
I'll do it. Plus 12.
23.
Okay. You see that the Captain Lambosa is a little hesitant, but looking for some answers herself. She says, It was a I think it was a memory. There was a fight with my crew and others, enemies of the one true house of Cheliax. We fought. Myself and my crew won. It was a bloody fight. But yes, that happened a long time ago now.
I will gesture to my throat towards the mark that we all bear. Have you seen something like this before?
It does not look familiar.
Karun, for later, but I'd like that vial.
For what?
A recipe.
All right. I mean, there's a lot of it out here. Could we not just scoop some off the deck? Right?
Yes, if you feel confident you can do that, that would work, yes.
Absolutely. I will scoop some off the deck for you. Slop it into a new little vial.
Make a crafting check. Right? Okay, roll me a 1d6.
It's a 6.
Excellent. You managed to get 8 vialfuls of this stuff.
Ooh. How
Whack.
much goop you want? You want big goop, little goop, tall goop, short goop? I got every kind of goop.
That's great, actually, yes. It's unrelated, but also related. I can make a memory, enhancer. I needed a hallucinogen, and it seems that this may be, in fact, that.
Well, yeah, take 2 and call me in the morning.
But I may need to have 5, 1 for each of us, if we wish to maybe perhaps recall things from the gate.
Here's 5.
The pirates of the Red Duchess bring forth some payment for you all. There are 2 lesser sea touch elixirs. And I'll put this in our chat as well. 2 lesser mist form elixirs and 200 GP.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are Malefic and I able to tell if we are near a ley line?
You do not sense a ley line.
Okay.
It would be hard for you to maintain a ship with only 2, 3 crew member. Do you know where you are currently?
We are on the Lake of Mists and Veils.
That's good.
This much I know.
Good.
And yes, it will be difficult, but the Red Duchess will make her way.
All right then. And I will stand to my full stature and call out to Yara to possibly heal the captain and the 2 crew members that she has left.
Right.
And yeah.
I will go about beginning to work on their injuries. Treat wounds at expert. It's 19 healing for 2. The next 10 minutes.
Very well. Do you ask anything else of them? Otherwise, they will be on their way.
Yes, I will be asking where they were sailing from.
Yeah, they...
Probably away from Cheliax. They sucks.
For those that don't know, Cheliax is not the greatest place in Golarion.
Dirty shit.
It's
Humans are great.
It's essentially a cooperation with devils to govern the place. And she says, "We sailed out of Egida. We journeyed to Chesed. And then we were making our way to Iobaria.
We're on our way to Egida and to go to Mindev. What is the state of everything there? Should we be going in cautious? Should I, specifically, be going in cautiously? And I'll just look down upon the captain and so she can take in who's talking to her.
Make a diplomacy check, please, Malvik.
Okay. That's a 5.
I would be wary, tiefling. They do not care for demons in Mendev.
I'll grit my teeth at that
While I'm
comment.
stitching her, I poke accidentally really hard with a needle.
They don't care for anyone in Menev who's not a human or a demon.
Gotten your payment. We must be on our way.
I'll walk away and nod. Oh, before walking away and nod, I'll throw her sword to the ground. You're probably more than likely going to be needing this more than I.
She puts her foot underneath the blade and kicks it up to her hand, catches it, spins it around, sheathes the sword.
While Yara has this person occupied, I would like to make a quick sketch of them and put it into my journal.
Sure.
Also a 5. I'll use my hero point. 16.
Little stick figures.
Long flowing hair and a stick figure. Marcelia sketches Lady... God, I lost her name. Where'd it go? Lady Lambosa, the Red Duchess, as the 2 remaining pirate crew members stow the dead bodies on their ship and begin to sail away from the mermaid's tears as you continue your trip on the Lake of Mists and Veils, wondering what these bubbles could possibly be.